Good morning, humankind. Happy Monday morning. Hoy, I had a wild sleep last night. I don't even know where I was. It was like one crazy dream after another. It would take me all day to get through the series of dreams that I had. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in life. I think it was a lot of just emotional healing and clarification that I needed. So yeah, like I said, we'll see how that plays out. I woke up this morning with both of my kids in my bed, everyone in opposite directions, my mind waking up, where was I? Oh, wait, where was that? Oh, and then I was doing what? And that's the energy of today. So, yeah, the good old upside down void. Mentioned it was going to be a similar energy this week, and truth be told, I feel like it's only going to have the ante upped this week, especially because we are going into a giant Leo full moon. It's also a wolf moon. And we have Mercury retrograde at the end of the month as well, and all of that energy is just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's just amplifying. It's becoming more intense, which is really awesome, because should we accept this challenge, the end result is going to be amazing. Think of it as when you're working really, really hard at something, and you know that it's gonna be worth the sleepless nights and the struggle and having to say no to going out on Friday nights because you have to study, or you have this person in your life that you just feel so much about, and at the end you just can't help it, you just have to be but I love you. There's going to be this giant sort of release reward for the work that we all have been putting in. And the energy right now is it's a very individual type of energy. And so even though we are all in this together, it's very individualistic. We all have our own personal soul goals that we have been asked to work with right now. And so I'm just going to jump into this reading to really help assist in keeping us in the lane. Going back to my swimming analogy, when you're at swim practice, you have those lane lines that are put in so we can stay in our own lane, and each person can focus on their work without getting swam over by someone else, or without someone colliding into them, so that we are working in our own lane, focusing on what we need to do. So this reading definitely is to just really help keep us on track and keep us right here, because with this Leo moon, just think of a lion. A lion is fierce, it's big, it's bold, it is a very dominant type of animal. And so with this full moon, it is going to really enhance passionate feelings in life, whether it is passionate feelings towards individuals, and that can go either way. It's that sort of I can't help it, this is how I feel, and it can come and express itself in very romantic, loving ways, or it can come out in very like, I can't stand your face and I have to tell you this now kind of thing. So that's why it's really important to stay in your lane, be conscious of your energy, because remember, no matter how we are feeling, whether we're letting go and realizing that things are not meant for this path that we are on right now, that we are working through loving energy. So even when we are letting go of situations, that we still are coming from a loving vibration, because when we let go, we need to make sure that whatever it is that we're letting go of, that we're like, peace be with this, and have that respectful, clear disillusion. And the lion, like in the Wizard of Oz, what is, if he just wants that bravery and to come from the heart, and that's where we're at right now with all of this unpredictableness. It can kind of have us feeling defeated or in a weakened state or confused. And so by working through this energy, it's going to allow us to be brave in our decisions and in our heart space, and be courageous through this energy. Don't let it get you into a state of defeat. It's this clear focus. When the lion, the wolf is on the prowl, is on the hunt, it is streamlined. It knows exactly where it wants to go, just like in the cards yesterday for the divine masculine and feminine energy, where the masculine had the visionary focus. The feminine, she was, the huntress with the bow and arrow focus. With this full moon, with that wolf energy and the lion energy, it is just full on committed focus. So as long as we can stay in our lane with that focus and that drive and that 2021 vision, everything's gonna be okay. And it's a great time to manifest what you really want, because as we are letting go of old timelines and karmic cycles, that is where a lot of this in us is coming from, is because we're releasing a lot of karma, whether it's karmic relationships, karmic situations, letting go of emotions that have kept us in bondage so that we haven't been able to push forward. We're releasing those emotions. We're freeing ourselves from that old karma so that we can bring in and focus on our direction. So let's jump into this reading. The first cards are going to really be about that path that we need to focus on right now, to help encourage us to remain focused, to remain courageous in our quest, to allow ourselves to remain in our truth and our heart space, so that whatever may come our way, that we got this. The card at the top will be the overall energy, and we have the cards at the bottom that are going to be the supporting energy, our little roadmap homies for this quest that we're on. It's all about supporting this energy right now, so that we don't get distracted, that we don't stay in that comfortable zone, that keeps us from from moving forward. So we're just going to keep swimming. So the overall energy we have is the mirror, reflect. I hold the mirror up to see and accept and love all of me. This energy is a reflection. We are being asked, that whole vision, the truth will set you free, is everything in our lives is a reflection of where we are in our personal lives. And it is allowing us to see our focus and who we want to be and where we want to go. And a lot of times, in order to have that clear direction and then to have the faith to walk in that direction, we have to take that personal inventory. And that's a lot of times why we have, for instance, karmic relationships that we continually keep ourselves within, because those karmic relationships, whether it's romantic or friendships or family, they are a mirror to the things that we need to grow and develop and even let go of. They are amazing life teachers. So if we have, a lot of times, those of us, I've been this person who can be very codependent. We will find partnerships in life that keep that karmic loop timeline within us to create codependency. So we go to that partner all the time who helps us feel validated, who helps us feel loved. They're the ones that are always like, I want to learn you and da-da-da-da-da, so that I can be there for you all the time, which awesome. I mean, who doesn't want those kinds of people in our lives? But they're there to help develop and grow us spiritually, because we should never be dependent on anything in life. Not a person, not a thing. That's where you have addiction. Karmic relationships are people addictions, if you will. And a lot of us are asking to really look at the people in our lives, to take personal inventory, to see if those people are just keeping us comfortable, or if they are propelling us into us getting to a place to where we are wanting to learn deeper about ourselves and not having to lean on somebody else for that support. Same thing with friendships. How many times have you had a friend, or have you got upset with a friend when you're like, you're not supporting me, you're supposed to be on my side no matter what? No. If you are in the wrong, you're in the wrong. And by having a karmic friendship tell you, oh yeah, you know what, F that person, blah, 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 they're not your friend if they, that does not continue to allow you to grow. It keeps you stuck in motion. I love my friends that are like, boo boo. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Oh, and even though it's like, my friends that, are honest with me and are going to poke at my triggers, I'm like, thank you, even though it hurts. Because I'm able then to have that reflective moment and be like, oh, boo boo, you gotta work on this. You're kind of salty. And so everything in our lives reflects what we need to learn about ourselves. So take the week, and when you're feeling those triggers or those doubts, ask them, what are you trying to teach me in life? Because we're moving forward, y'all. Everything on this path right now is going to mirror and reflect to us what we need to work and grow within, so that we can clear that path and have that direct focus towards our goals in life, and so that we keep going. So the energy on this path is I am the creator, or I am creator, 1-1. Opportunity and learning. Just kind of like what I was talking about with this overall mirror card. I am creator. Nobody else in your life is the creator of your life. We are looking at everything around us so that we can have this defining moment of I am the creator of my life, and being able to be open and receptive towards that. Nobody and nothing in life is going to create this life other than you. And your life is created through what you think in your mind and how you speak it into existence, where you are coming from your heart space, and everything within us aligns. And we have to be in our own truth and not be influenced by anything outside of us. Hence that stay in our own lane, because we are creating opportunities for ourselves. You know, it's this woman and she has her hands open with fire and this beautiful protective, light orb around her. We're realizing that we are the creators of our own universe. And by being diligent in that, we are creating these opportunities for us. And we're going through this learning process by remaining in your own lane, in your bubble. It blocks out the outside world so that we can hear our truth, so that we can learn from source and our intuition to help encourage us to stay on that path and not get distracted by, our friends and our coworkers and our boss and our family. Like, yeah, cool, like they are in our lives, but right now it is time for us to remain focused in our own lane with our truths, because we are ending cycles. We are ending old timelines. We are ending karmic relationships, karmic situationships, karmic debts, karmic loops that we have ourselves stuck in, karmic emotions, you name it. This is the end of a giant cycle. We are letting go of this old timeline of ourselves, and in this transformation of creating this beautiful new timeline that we are stepping in. And that's why we have to stay focused in our own path and stay in our bubble and learn our lessons. And a lot of lessons that we are coming from are realizing these karmic loops that we have been in, so that we can create freedom and untie and let go. The card, the next card following is flow. Find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. So by releasing these old karmic timelines, we have to go into the flow and find the easier path. These karmic timelines are amazing teachers, but it will keep us stuck in the same cycles for years, for decades, and thinking that like it is part of our life when it's really not. It's just keeping us stuck in our old ways because it's like a comfortable shoe that knows us, like we've worn that shoe for so long that it's molded to our foot. It's taken the time, it's walked that path with us. It knows every step we're taking, and it's cool. But are you still trying to go in that direction? Or are you trying to open up a whole new world for yourself and have full of new discoveries that support this beautiful soul path that you're on? And that new shoe, is like it can be that old shoe can kind of be deceiving in its karmic energy, because it's like, oh, but we always walk down this street and we know these turns, and and your foot feels so good in me. And so we're like, yeah. Almost, as if we're like under this like spell, and we have to break the spells. Unprick our fingers, unbite the apple, release ourselves from these loops so that we can go into natural flow states, because we are on a grand adventure. I pulled this card yesterday. It's that in between, right? To where we have this old way, these karmic cycles, and it had its purpose. It was a great teacher to get us to this vision point. And it's time to flow, to redirect that flow into this next phase of life, which is your biggest, grandest adventure. Manifest your travel dreams, dare to do things differently. Get out of those old cycles and ask yourself where you want to be right now. We have this rebirth card. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. Unstuck yourself. Is that even, unstick yourself? Yeah, unprick yourself. Wake up. We've been sleeping for way too long, because we are aligning into this new path, which is our destiny. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. We have such more to give and to offer to ourselves and to our world that we are living within. And it is time that we regain our passion in life. I am entering a portal of euphoric love. Like, we are that portal of love. We are the light in the world. And so stay in your lane. We are going through a time of transformation. And as we keep swimming towards that destination, the door is open towards fulfillment. So we need to remain in higher thought. And that higher thought is energy of love and of light. Stay conscious of your energy, and we're going to stay conscious of that energy by being the source of life, staying in our lane and not worrying or really paying any mind to what everyone else is saying around us. Remain in alignment with source, universe, God, whoever you want to, label that. Remain in alignment. This is your path. This is where you're swimming. This is coach. Focus on your swim and what your coach is guiding and instructing you to do, because we are all so very beautiful, and we deserve, it's the hands. Creator is like, here, it's all right here, but you have to swim to it. You have to do the work. Ascension, we're ascending into this higher, beautiful timeline of love, and not of ego and complacency and being asleep to our divinity. We're coming into our personal strength. So we're staying in our own lane, in our own bubble, in our harmony, and listening to our inner truth to guide us to the eternal light of love, or the eternal light of love. This is a love revolution, y'all. So remain, enjoy this swim. Remain aligned with source, with love. Allow it to bring you truth so that your heart is wide open, so it can be receptive. So that you can align within your personal power. That is the reading for today. I'm like, I could keep going. Prosperity. Believe. Manage your finances with love. Your income is increasing, and that doesn't mean like, you know, monetary per se. But if that's what you're manifesting, if you're whatever it is that you're manifesting, stay in your lane, because prosperity is right there. So stay committed, keep going, because there is that fulfillment that is there. So just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. That is the reading for today. And enjoy the rainy day schedule. Dance. Just dance. Just swim. Keep going. Movement. Don't get yourself stuck. We got this. All right. I'll see you in another ray of the rainbow, humankind.